Okay, what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to take the system that we started with, and I'm going to show you how to solve it using matrices. Okay, so solve the system. And the only method you'll be asked to do on the test is using matrices. So the system was 4x plus 3y equals -2. And then x plus 5y equals -9. Okay. This one will actually, I think, set up by hand, and then I'll show you how to do it on the calculator. Okay. So the first thing we need is what's called a coefficient matrix. For a system with just two variables, it'll always be a 2 by 2. Anybody remember what coefficients are? Like in an expression, what are the coefficients, Leah?
The number in front of the variable.
Very good. It is the number in front of the variable. So we store these just like we see them. So 4, 3, 1, and 5. So that's your coefficient matrix. Anybody confused thus far? Okay. All right. Then I need you to store the constant matrix. Okay. The constant matrix are just the constants that each equation equals. So that we're going to store in a 2 by 1. And it's just -2, -9. Okay. Then we're going to practice finding the inverse matrix. Okay. So find the inverse of the constant matrix. Find the inverse of the constant matrix. Okay. All right. So we've got the inverse matrix. Once you get the inverse matrix, which is a 2 by 2, and none of those are going to reduce, right, guys? So those are what they are. Once you get the inverse matrix, you multiply it by the constant matrix, -2, -9, and that's a 2 by 1. And first question I would ask you guys is, does that work? Yeah? Okay. And we should get a 2 by 1 answer. Now, would I ask you to do this multiplication with these fractions by hand? Absolutely not. So let's go to our calculator and let's multiply it out. All right, guys? How do you?
Yeah. How do you delete a matrix?
How do you? Oh, you never delete a matrix. Don't delete a matrix. Always type over. Okay?
Like for C and D.
Yeah. You just type in new dimensions. You type in new numbers. Because we don't really need C and D. Okay? All right, so after we typed in, okay, then we got the solution 1, -2. Okay? All right, everybody good? Now, I'm actually even going to make it easier on you guys. When you solve a system for me, I'm not going to ask you to find this inverse matrix by hand anymore. I just wanted to review how to find the inverse matrix. Okay? All right, so when you solve a system using matrices, you can do it all on your graphics. You don't have to do anything by hand. Solving a 3 by 3. So solving a 3 by 3 system. Okay, this has x, y, and z in it. First equation is x minus y plus z equals 2. This is going to be so darn easy, you're going to be amazed. Second equation is negative 2y plus z equals 2. Third equation is negative 2x minus 3y equals a half. Okay. Anybody remember doing these in Algebra 2?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. If it's going to help you guys, for the holes that are missing here, you can put 0x and you can put 0z if it's going to help you. Okay? All right. All I need you to do is give me the coefficient matrix. And let's call it matrix A. Okay. All right, Mason, can you read off the numbers for us? Go across the top first. So coefficient here is?
X.
Coefficient, number in front. So what'd you say?
I didn't.
So what number is here but you don't see it?
Oh, 1.
What's there?
Negative 1.
Mm-hmm. And?
1.
Good. Awesome. Drew, second row.
0.
Yep.
Negative 2. 1.
Good. Okay. And then Remy, third row.
Negative 2, negative 3, 0.
And 0. All right. Then I need your constant matrix. Okay. Sierra, what goes in the constant matrix? So just these constants.
2,
Mm-hmm.
2 and a half.
Yes. Okay, very good. Now, here's all you have to do. You don't have to show me any more work. What you have to punch up is A inverse times B. Always A inverse times B. I'm not making you find the inverse by hand like I did up here. Your calculator and its little calculator brain will do the inverse and multiply by B. So now we're going to go back to the calculator, okay? And let's store the stuff. So once you punch it up, 0.5, negative 0.5, and 1. You don't ever have to take these out of the matrix. You can leave them right in the matrix. That's your X, that's your Y, that's your Z. And you're done. How easy is that? How easy is that? I'm not going to ask you guys to do the inverse by hand unless the question says do the inverse by hand. Otherwise, all I need from you guys on your homework is coefficient matrix, constant matrix, answer matrix. All done in the calculator. Isn't life easy? Life is so easy. All right, are we good to go then?